Hi everyone! So today I have decided to vlog, mainly because I am leaving for Japan and I thought it was a good idea for us to pack together because I'm not planning to post anything makeup related for the next 2 weeks maybe. So I thought that this was just going to be a fun way of being less formal with you guys. So I am actually leaving for Japan in 2 days and I'm going to be meeting my friends Mikey and Neil. We've been friends since college, so we've been we have 20 years between us, so I'm very excited, and mainly because Mikey is based in London and Neil is based in Singapore. So I don't really get to hang out with my friends most of the time, and when one of them decides to come home, we always try to meet up. But for this year, we have decided to meet up in Japan because there has just been so much want and desire for people to visit Japan. And truthfully, Neil and Mikey and I have been planning to go to Japan for years, like let's say 8 years or something like that, and it never pushes through, mainly because it's quite difficult for Mikey to time or leave to come home. And also our thing, if we want to go to Japan, we want to experience the cherry blossoms. So we're very lucky that for this year Mikey was able to schedule her trip at around this time because it would be perfect because the cherry blossoms are already blooming. And also our thing, it's gonna be my birthday next month, so this is like our mini get together for my 41st birthday, so I'm very happy with that. So I'm just gonna go show you guys what I have been packing and what I'm planning to pack. So let me just arrange the camera properly. Okay, so this is my luggage. So it's very light. Well, I've already pre-packed some stuff, but I'm basically going to be using this. And the luggage that I prefer to use when traveling is a canvas luggage. I don't like using hard shell case luggages because they always end up getting broken once they get home. And I had a Delcy luggage once, and I paid around at the time maybe $200, which at this year's price would be around like 250. So it was that expensive, but now I can't use it because it's all cracked. So I have decided that canvas is always the way to go for me. So yeah, and this is from a Filipino brand, and I chose the color teal for myself because I want to see the luggage as it comes along in the conveyor belt when I arrive at the airport of my destination. And it's also very light. I have had other canvas luggages, and some of them are quite heavy, but this one is not that heavy, which is great because at least it doesn't eat up on my baggage allowance for my trip. So anywho, so I've already pre-packed some of my stuff, and I like packing them in packing bags like these, and also like this. They look so bulky because there are a lot of jackets here and coats and winter wear, and it's quite tricky for me to travel at around this time of the year because it's very rare that I travel during the cold season. I always travel during the summer season, especially if I go to Europe or the United States. So I am not a very well experienced traveler during the cold season. So I'm a little bit worried, but I'm just gauging the clothes that I'm packing based on my experience before, experiencing 1 degree weather or negative 1 degree. So I think I'll survive. What I have in this packing cube, I just have some pants and some, it's bursting at the seams. So I have some pants and I have a coat. So I think I'll be able to survive with these. So I'm quite happy with that. Yes, I can't believe how bulky this is, and that's the thing about traveling during the cold season. Everything that you're bringing is always so bulky. The things that I have here are really not much, but I've already pre-packed some stuff. So I have a hat, or I have a number of hats that I would like to bring. And I also have a belt bag, things like that. But the other thing that's making this luggage of mine quite bulky is this rain boots. So I bought this rain boots a long time ago from the brand Native when I went to the United States because I just needed something basically for work here where I'm working on locations, I know it's very muddy, or when it's very rainy and when the weather is just not in good condition, I wanted to use this, and I have to say it has actually come in handy for me whenever I am traveling, especially during the cold season, because this just really keeps my feet warm, because I am someone who gets cold very easily. I don't even use air conditioning here in my bedroom, so that's how cold, that's how easily cold I get. So I need something to keep my feet warm, and I love this, especially when it rains. It just keeps my feet dry. So although it's actually very bulky in my luggage, but it's actually very light, so I don't actually mind bringing it at all. Now this is what I intend to bring for my, cabin bag. So this is actually my makeup bag that I showed you guys. I showed this to you in a vlog that I did before, wherein I was busy updating my things that I need for work, and this is one of it. And I find it actually it's quite nice to bring to when I'm traveling. And let me just show you guys. So let me just put all of these things aside first. So the bag actually comes with two tiers, and I already have placed some clothing here, which I'm going to bring on the plane with me, and also these are like my emergency clothes. So if ever something happens to my luggage, I have a day's worth of clothes here. This is my very old wool cardigan from Uniqlo. It's already it has holes in it in various places, but I love this so much, and unfortunately I haven't seen Uniqlo restock this or create like a new design for this, so that's why I am still keeping it, and I'm going to be wearing this cardigan even if the holes become way too much or way too big, because I just love it. I love the cloth, I love the way that this keeps me warm, and I just love the color of this. It's so pretty, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna put that here, and I have socks, so this is what I'm gonna be wearing on the day of my flight. And I have this is actually a beach towel that I bought in Mallorca. When was that? No, I bought in Menorca in 2018, and again, it's just it just goes with my theme for my clothes on the day of my flight. And this is actually very perfect to wrap around the neck or even on my head, just to put it on and just to keep me nice and warm, because after all, I don't have hair anymore, so I'm gonna get cold very, very easy and very, very fast. So having this is essential for me, so I'm going to put that here. Now what I love about this bag is the storage. So here on the side I already have my gloves, and I already have a beanie, so that's very important, so at least they're within reach, especially when I am on the plane, because sometimes it can get very cold for me on the plane, and I need something to keep me warm at any given time. So this part here is empty. Now I usually go around town here wearing a belt bag, so this is my everyday bag, and I could actually fit it perfectly here, and I can close it. But I'm actually debating if I am going to be bringing this, or if I'm going to be using my Louis Vuitton Speedy 30. And I really like it because I love the size of it. It's perfect to carry by hand, especially with this bag as a backpack when I'm going around the airport. But I'm still debating if I'm going to bring this, because I'm going to be walking around Japan, and truthfully, it's going to get tiring if I'm going to be holding this all the time or even putting it here on my arm. But I do love how it's the size of it is just right, and I can put things here that I deem necessary, especially for the flight. But I'm not so sure it's going to be very helpful to use for me when I'm going around Japan. So I'm still debating. But I have already placed some stuff here that I am going to be bringing on with me on the plane. So I have a bag organizer here. So I have some alcohol, I have some lozenges just in case. Then I have, this is 99% alcohol. So this is what I'm going to be spraying on, like, the toilets, things like that. And my passport is here. And then my, this is my vaccine certificate. So it's here. So I have to bring this with me all the time to present it as needed. Because as you know, in Japan, you need to show your vaccine certificate way in advance on the website before you enter. So that's there. My Lisa Eldridge pouches, I have used them for various things. So this one, I keep my toothbrush, my toothpaste here, and I also have some wipes here. So just in case I need to pop into the toilet when I am on air or in the airport, I can just pull this out. And this is my emergency medical stash. So I have here some things for allergies, tummy aches, fever, things like that. So I don't think I'm going to put this here, but I'm going to put this in my travel bag. And I'm just going to return this back inside. So this is actually a very old Speedy 30. As you guys can see from the patina on the handle, this was actually given to me, not as a gift, but as a sort of like a hand-me-down from a very good friend. And when she gave this to me, the zipper pull was actually busted. And I actually went to the Louis Vuitton store here in Metro Manila and asked them if they could change the zipper pull. And they were actually very gracious enough in changing the zipper pull. That's why the colors of the leather is quite different. But truthfully, that was what attracted me to this bag very much. I appreciated just how dark the patina is of the leather here. You can see how cracked it is now because it's quite old. Because basing on my research for this bag, just checking the serial code here, this was made in 1991. So can you imagine how long this bag has lasted? So yeah, that's it. And also one other thing, I'm not planning on bringing any jewelry, but I have here this is one of my most favorite bracelets ever. This is a Kelly Double Tour, which was gifted to me by my very good friend Neil for my 40th birthday. Thank you so much for this, Neil. And I really love it. So I'm just going to keep it here on the pouch because I actually don't want to wear any accessories while I am going through security because it just it stops you in tracks from just going forward. And of course, this is my ceramic evil eye necklace. I love it. This was a gift from my very good friend Tracy, who is also my travel hostess. When I went to Morocco, she gave me this, and I love the color of the evil eye here. So this was made by a Greek potter. I forgot his name. I'm going to put a link down on it on the description box, just so that you guys can check out his Instagram page. And I also like to wear this very nice, string pearl bracelet. This was a gift to me by my partner. This is by a jewelry brand named Jewel Mel. They have a big presence here, and this is actually made of flawed pearl, so this is not that expensive. And the sales of this goes to their foundation of saving the seas. So I'm just gonna put that here as well. So yeah, and whatever is left here on my belt bag, I'm gonna put them here because I have 2 days left before I actually fly out when I'm shooting this video. So I have time to decide if I am going to bring this or if I'm gonna bring this or if I'm gonna bring both. And I'm just gonna transfer everything that's here into the bag. Now let me just show you guys very briefly what's inside my daily bag. Here on this part of this portion, I actually put a power bank here and a charging cord, and my AirPods are here. Now I'm actually charging it downstairs in my office right now because just in case of emergency, you really need to have a full battery of power on your phone when you go to Japan, especially if you're going to be relying heavily on Google Maps, because that's going to be such as the case. And then what else is here? This is a calling card case. And then I have more lozenges here. So this is for dry cough, just to stop you from coughing excessively. Then I have here again. This is a mouth spray because I used to teach before, and when you're talking all day, all the time, sometimes your throat gets very dry and hoarse at the end of the day from talking. So this really helps to alleviate the hoarseness. So I have here a very small mouth spray. I bought this in Japan back in November when I was there with Nat. So that's very important. So I have here lip balm, lip balm. So I'm trying out a lot of lip balms. So this is the original lip therapy from Vaseline. I don't like it. I find it too dry. I prefer the melt-in version. So I'm thinking if I'm going to throw this in the bin and get that for traveling to Japan, and or maybe just get one in Japan, but I don't know yet. But I just got this, and it's such a waste if I throw this away, you know. And then this is my NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in Orgasm. After using it for like an extended period of time, um, I kind of, I'm like, I'm kind of iffy about it. And as you guys can see, the bullet is almost finished. So I'm just going to be finishing this lip balm, and let's just see if I'm going to repurchase it. But I just don't like the feeling of this on my lips, like, you know, after using it constantly, because I find that it tends to make my lips dry, and like, you know, it feels to me like it's on the verge of cracking, if you know what I mean. So this is also like, this is a Korean lip balm, so I'm trying this out as well, so I'm good with that. So I keep them here all the time. Of course, my wallet is here, and then I have a coin purse. I got this in Italy in 2010. I love this so much, and you can just slide the coins out. And I'm actually going to be leaving my Philippine coins here on the day that I leave, and I'm just gonna bring this empty because I will be given a lot of change when I am there. And of course, I have a ball pen here, so that's in the front pocket. Now here at the back, I have a hand sanitizer, I have a hand soap, I have some facial masks, and I have more medicated wipes. So don't be shocked. The reason why I have hand soap here, because I bring this bag when I go to work. So sometimes, like, you know, when you're working, the soap pump in the studios run out. So I need something to wash my hands, like, you know, when necessary. And of course, this is a hand gel. This is my favorite hand gel from VMV Hypoallergenics. I just decanted it here because their 100 ml sanitizer travel size is just way too big for my bag. That's why I decided to transfer it to this much longer airless pump. So yeah, so maybe the night before I'm leaving, I'm gonna decide if I am going to bring the Speedy 30 or not, and maybe just use this because like, you know, it's gonna be much more comfortable when I am going around Japan. But the problem with bringing this, I don't have anything to place when I would be buying something. This is when this bag comes in handy for that, because I can just put in stuff here as necessary. But I'm gonna ask my friend Neil if I could borrow one of his, like, you know, Louis Vuitton strings, like, you know, shoulder straps, and maybe I could attach that here, and this could become a, like, you know, shoulder bag, like, you know, over the shoulder bag, because that's gonna be more effective for me, if you know what I mean. All right. For my coat, this is going to be my main coat. Hi Tanner, say hi to everyone. Hello. So this is my main coat. I got this back in 2015 from Zara, and like, you know, because I at the time I found that it was quite expensive for me to buy this, because this was around, how much was this? This retailed for, I think, $150, like almost 6,000 pesos if I remember correctly. And you know, I don't really buy a lot of coats because I don't really, like, you know, travel in winter. I don't live in a very cold climate, and sometimes when I buy things like this, I want to buy something that I can use for a very long time. And so I'm actually quite surprised on, like, you know, the longevity of this coat, and I love the design of it. It has a, like, you know, a militaristic feel to it, which I love. So it's gonna make me a little bit like, you know, butch for the moment. So this is the pants that I'll be wearing. I've been wearing this Uniqlo pants for like almost a decade now. I swear the quality of clothes these days are not as good as what they were before. So yeah, look at that. I really love this coat. I I think it's very chic. I love the color of it. And I think the material of this is neoprene. So that's also one of the main reasons why I decided to bring this, is because it might be raining when I am there. Because I actually did check the app, the weather app, before I started packing, and there might be a day or two where it might be showering. So at least this neoprene jacket can not only keep me warm, but at least keep me dry from the rain. So I'm going to be bringing this to the plane with me. I'm not going to pack this, so I'm going to air that out now. For my shoes, I recently bought myself this shoe from Converse. So I think this is what they call Chuck Taylors. I do love the color. So I guess you guys can see now the color theme that I'm going to be wearing when I am in Japan. And it's fairly new. I do love it. I love the color. I love the boot design of this, and I think it's just going to be fitting because again, it's just going to keep my feet warm when I'm walking around there. So it's very pretty. Now, by the way, I do have to say though that the quality of the Chuck Taylors at this time has kind of changed, because I can feel that the soles here are actually quite soft, because I don't remember them to be this soft ever before. And also, I think it's made in Vietnam, so at least I know that there's a good level of artistry which is actually placed into making this shoe, because I love Vietnam actually, and I have seen some of their products. It's actually quite good, so I'm actually quite excited to wear this. Now, I was actually initially planning of putting in these arch support cushions into the shoe, because I have a very high arch on my foot and it's just going to make it comfortable. But after having worn this for a few times, they actually are very comfortable on my foot, and there's a way that my weight just sinks into the soles of it, and the sole inside here just has a way of supporting my arch. But we'll see. But for now, I'm just gonna put this in. I should decide on the day of my flight if it feels right to have the arch support or not, so that I can just remove it and chuck it into my luggage on the day that I fly out. So that's that. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack some of my toiletries. Alright, so for my toiletries, they're usually all in here. My favorite skincare products, I already decanted them into travel sizes. And I used to keep them in glass bottles before, because this is my eye gel, right? So this is made of glass, and I actually save this. I don't throw the packaging away, because this is what I use when I want to decant my products, my favorite skincare products, into its travel sizes. But the problem with having glass containers like this is that it's actually very heavy. So I have come to go and use plastic travel packaging when I want to decant my favorite products. So this is my salicylic acid toner. I'm going to bring this. This is my mattifying gel. This is also a clarifying kind of a product that's good for blackheads. This is my toner. So this is my AHA toner. This is the one that has mandelic acid on it. So I'm gonna be bringing this. So I have actually been trying to save this, because this has been out of stock for almost a year now. I want this, I need this. And I'm going to be bringing this vitamin C eye gel from Tree of Life Beauty. So this is the old packaging, and this is the new packaging now. So I'm not going to use this first, because I want to finish this up first. I'm almost done with this. So I'm also planning to keep this packaging, because I like the airless pump of this. And this is my Matrix Seal 3000 cream. I'm going to be bringing this. Now, the vitamin C moisturizer, I am not going to be bringing this, because I want to save this. There's only a very little amount of this left in the bottle. But, hold on, let me go get it, because I left it there. So this is actually a much more heavier type of a moisturizer. I got this in Morocco when I went there almost a year ago. And this one has argan oil, rose oil, and shea butter in it. And I feel that this is perfect to use when I am there in Japan because I just need a much more thicker type of moisturizer. And I love this scent. I wish I could apply this right now so that you guys can see it, but I can't because I already have sunscreen on. But let me just show you guys how nice it actually is on the skin. You can see how moisturizing instantly it looks, and you can instantly feel on how softening it is as well, and also quite hydrating. And you'll know this has argan oil and rose oil, so these have a lot of antioxidants and also good skincare ingredients. It's very, very good to use. So I am going to be bringing this, and of course I'm also going to be bringing the lip balm counterpart from this brand. So that's that. And what else am I gonna bring? Oh yes, of course. So I just showed you guys this in a recent blog. This is my vitamin C plus serum. So this one has retinol in it, and I'm gonna bring this because I need to double up on my application. Now this is the vitamin C serum. I think I'm out of this, so I'm gonna keep this bottle. I actually like this bottle. I prefer this packaging now than the old one because the old ones, the medicine dropper, this part actually gives out quite fast. But with this new packaging, it's a much more sturdy type of packaging. But anyway, so I'm going to be bringing a new bottle of my vitamin C serum. This is the last vitamin serum that I have from Tree of Life Beauty. So I think I have to find a friend who is coming home to the Philippines from the United States. And let me just mount this because my hands are a little bit tired now. And of course I need to bring my shaving creams and aftershave. And okay, so this is a small bottle of shampoo which I decanted here. Perfect. Now I also have to bring this. So this is actually an antiseptic solution. So this is what I use to clean my private parts. So basically it's just betadine wash. It's an iodine wash, and the main reason why I use this, especially in my armpits, is because I don't like using deodorant, and I because deodorants always leave a stain in the pits of the shirts, and when that happens, it destroys the shirts. It makes the shirts stink up. So no matter how much you try to wash the deodorant stains out of your shirt, it still stays there. And I have found that if I just use a betadine wash on my private parts, on my pits, I don't stink at all. So I'm very grateful for this. So this is very important for me to have all the time. Alright, and also one other thing, I am going to be bringing my favorite sunscreen ever. This is my Armada Sport 70. I don't go anywhere without this. I'm also planning on bringing my essential oils. So I got this in Morocco, so I have argan oil here. So this is what I'm going to use to moisturize my body because it's going to be very cold. And then this is almond extract. So this is going to be my perfume of sorts. Now, speaking of perfume, I am going to be bringing a classic perfume. So this is the Clinique Happy for Men. And the thing with me is, when I wear perfume, I don't wear it for the seasons. And this is mainly because I know how the perfume reacts with the natural chemistry of my skin. And if I wear Clinique Happy during the summer season, oh, there's my dog's barking. Hang on for a bit. Right, sorry, one of our foster kids arrived from school, so they're actually home early because it's examination day. So anyway, the thing with me is if I wear Clinique Happy during the summer seasons here, which is actually how people usually wear it, this will turn sour on me. So usually during the cooler months, I wear citrusy colognes, and during the summer seasons, I wear much more muted types of perfumes, like let's say this Bulgari Eau Blanc. I love this, and this smells of tea and powder. It's so beautiful, and I've been saving this because I can't find this here anymore. So maybe if I go to Japan, I can find it, or maybe in one of the duty-free stores, I'll be there. So all of this is going to go into a toiletry bag like this, and they usually fit perfectly. Also, one other thing, I'm going to be bringing my portable water flosser. So it's very important that I bring a water floss. It's just my thing. And of course, this is my electric toothbrush. Now I have been recharging one of the rechargeable batteries downstairs, so I'm going to be putting that here as well. Of course, this is my mouth guard, very important. And of course, my shavers, they will all come here. And I have also been charging my this is like, I think, I don't know what you call this, but I know this is what you use to remove, like, the lints from the jackets. And the reason why I'm charging this right now is because I need to remove some of the lints that's in my trench coat. So I'm going to do that a little bit later. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring all my toiletries over there to the bedroom because it's a little bit stuffy and it's so humid in the bathroom right now. And then I'm just going to start packing them one by one, okay? Alright, so we are now in my office, and I was actually planning on bringing some stuff with me. Like, let's say the mini kiyaki set from Sonia G, but I'm heavily debating if I'm going to do so because I was initially planning on bringing some makeup stuff with me, but maybe not, but just in case anyway, so I'm just going to transfer them into this travel packaging. So okay, so it's actually quite short, so let me see if it will fit into this ColourPop case. So this is where all I think there's a Lippy Vault stash that was placed here, and I think this is a much more perfect size for the Kiyaki set. So yeah, perfect. So I'm going to bring everything, including some brushes from the chocolate set from Chikodo that was released over the holiday season, and I'm going to bring one spoolie brush from Bisyodo. Okay, so now I'm just going to seal it properly, very careful that I won't be, like, bending some other bristles. And if I do decide to bring them, I'm just gonna pick that up and then put it in my hand carried luggage that I will be bringing onto the plane. So I'm now in front of my makeup kit, and I have already chosen last night which eyebrow products that I'm going to be bringing with me when I am going to Japan, because I actually like to fill in my brows, like, when I want to balance things in, so that's important for me. And then I am also going to be bringing my Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage in SC4, and the main reason why is because I actually like to use this when I am spot concealing some blemishes on my face. And I am still debating heavily if I'm going to bring some makeup with me, because my friends Mike and Neil, we love to talk about makeup. We like to test makeup, things like that. But because throughout the entire time that I'm going to be going around in Japan, like in Osaka, Kyoto, and Tokyo, I'm going to be wearing a hat or a beanie. So this part is going to be covered, and it's just going to remove all of the makeup that I'm going to put there. So that's going to be a little bit useless, if you know what I mean. But a concealer is perfect because I can just spot conceal as needed. And aside from that, I think, okay, here I have a small travel size of like a loose setting translucent powder from Laura Mercier as well. So I'm gonna bring this with me. Okay, so let me settle down here. So I'm gonna put that here, and I'm gonna put this here. Let me see. Or yeah, I should just use this very old makeup kit from Laura Mercier. I got this years ago, as you guys can see how very well loved it is. And I am thinking that maybe I should just bring this because, well, it's actually very convenient, because you can just pop in like all of like the eyebrow pens here, and close it. And then on the other side, there's actually an area where you can put more brushes. So I can actually put the brushes that I placed in here, but I'm still debating because I'm not too sure if, like, this is going to be worth it to be bringing, because my luggage is already stuffed to the brim, and I don't mean stuffed like heavy. It's just stuffed because there are just like a lot of, like, winter coats. This is a little bit bulky, but I do have to say though that I am planning to buy some skincare products and some makeup products in Japan while I'm there. So I think this is going to be much more useful for me because I can just put everything inside and it keeps it secure and safe. So so maybe I might just bring this and try to see how I could rearrange my luggage a little bit later. So yeah, but anywho, so I'm just gonna place this here. And what else do I need to bring? Ah, yes, some facial masks. Although there was never a mask mandate in Japan during the pandemic, but, like, just out of courtesy, I just need to bring this because like, if you are going to ride into public transport, and just, like, the Japanese mindset, things like that, it's just part of, like, being courteous, that you have to protect yourself or protect others from disease. So that's that. And yeah, and I think I also have this. Yeah, so I have these cream blushes from the local brand On The Go Beauty that I'm going to put here because I'm going to gift this to my good friend Mikey, because Mikey loves cream blushes. So I'm gonna put this here. Yeah, I think that's it for this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed me showing you what I'm packing and, like, just hanging out with me basically. And I'm gonna try my best to shoot some content while I'm in Japan, but I'm not too sure yet. But for sure, I'm going to be posting a lot of my tips and tricks and finds in Japan on my Instagram page. So if you want to see whatever I've been doing there, I think it's best to head over to my Instagram page and follow me there. And also, one other thing, I am very excited for this trip because I am going to be going to Tokyo for a day or two. And I have not been to Tokyo since 2010 or 11. I can't remember the exact date, so it's been quite a while. So I'm actually quite excited to go there. And the reason why I'm very excited is because I'm actually going to be going to the Shiseido Museum, and I'm also going to the Beni Museum. So it is like the museum for the traditional rouge in Japan, and I think it's the only company left that makes it in the traditional way. So hopefully I'll be able to vlog about that. It all depends because, like, I don't know if taking videos is gonna be allowed, but if not, I'm sure I could stitch it into some sit-down video in the future. Okay. And also, one other thing, I think this is gonna be, I'm gonna try to create like a trip report, like, when I'm on the plane going there, and also like whatever things that I find of interest that I think is worthy to share with you guys. All right, so yeah, so that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any more questions, all you have to do is to leave everything down in the comments box. All right, I'm gonna let you go now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you're having a good day wherever you are. Bye.